Hi, this is Mato. Welcome to my online chess lecture. Tricks, traps and blunders. Let's start. e4, d6, bishop to c4, black to move, knight to d7, knight to f3, g6, the modern defense. Intending bishop to g7, knight to f6 and castling kingside. White to move. What would you do in this position if you had white pieces? Play with the white pieces played. Bishop takes pawn on f7 check. King takes bishop. Knight to g5. King to e8. Knight to e6. And black resigned. But let's take it back. How about king to f6? Is this a better move? Then queen to f3 check. And after king takes knight, d4 check, king to h4, queen to h3 check, mate. Next game. e4, d6, d4, knight to d7, another knight to d7, knight to f3, but now black played e5. Bishop to c4, bishop to e7, preventing knight to g5. But what's wrong with this move? d takes on e5, d takes on e5. White played a move and black resigned. And the move is queen to d5. Black resigned in view of discontinuation. Knight to h6, bishop takes knight. Castling is the best move for black, but if pawn takes bishop, then queen takes on f7 checkmate. Next game. e4, e5, bishop to c4, knight to c6, d3, knight to a5, white to move. Should white play bishop to b5 or maybe bishop to b3? What would you do? Play with the white pieces played. Bishop takes pawn on f7 check. King takes bishop. Queen to h5 check. g6. Queen takes pawn on e5. And black resigned. Next game. e4, e5, knight to f3, knight to c6, bishop to c4, knight to f6, two knights defense. Play with the white pieces played d4. Knight takes on e4. E takes on d4 would be a better move. Knight takes on e4 was played. D takes on e5. Bishop to c5, threatening to take the pawn on f2. White to move. How would you defend the pawn? What would you do in this position if you had white pieces? Perhaps some players would castle kingside, but there is a better move. White played the move and black resigned, and the move is queen to d5. Player with the black pieces resigned in view of discontinuation, saving the king and the bishop, but losing the knight. Next game. e4, e5, knight to f3, knight to c6, d4, the Scotch game, e takes on d4, knight takes on d4, bishop to c5, white to move. How would you continue? Play with the white pieces played, knight takes on c6, black to move, queen to h4 was played. Well, player with the black pieces didn't like discontinuation. Pawn takes knight, queen takes queen, check, king takes queen, and white stands slightly better. Back to our game. That is why player with the black pieces played queen to h4, threatening checkmate, or queen takes on e4. White to move. How would you defend? White played a move and black resigned, and the move is knight to d4, and black resigned. Next game. e4, e5, knight to f3, knight to c6, the Scotch game. E takes on d4, bishop to c4, bishop to e7, c3, d takes on c3, white to move. How would you continue? Pawn takes pawn, knight takes pawn, or something else? White played a move, and black resigned. And the move is queen to d5. Player with the black pieces resigned in view of this continuation. Knight to h6, bishop takes knight, pawn takes bishop, queen takes on f7. However, few years later, one player with the black pieces accepted the challenge, and he continued with knight to h6, white captured the knight, black castled kingside, white played bishop to e3, black to move, and believe it or not, player with the black pieces went on to win from this position. Is it possible? What is the best move for black in this position? Player with the black pieces played pawn takes pawn on b2. Player with the white pieces played bishop to d4. Knight takes bishop, queen takes knight, pawn takes rook, queen, and after queen takes queen, d5. And black went on to win the game. What do you think of these miniatures? And that is all. I hope that you enjoyed watching this video. I wish you good luck with your chess, and bye for now.